Okay, I'm going to cover how to fill both the windshield washer fluid and the antifreeze, how to check them both and how to fill them both on a 2016 GMC Sierra 1500. The windshield washer fluid is right here. It holds a lot, so if you go on long trips, you want to check this and you want to fill this up. I want to say it holds at least 2 or 3 gallons. So when it's empty, you're going to need quite a bit to fill it back up again. So to fill this up, you simply open this up and you would buy windshield washer fluid. Now, when you buy it, there's 2 different kinds. There's one that's good for, below 0 that won't freeze, and then there's one that's not. So if you live where you get snow, or if it's below 32 degrees Fahrenheit and you want to make sure it's not going to freeze, just make sure you buy the one that is not going to freeze on you. I've seen this a lot where people put in washer fluid and they live in New England and it freezes, and then they don't have any way to wash their windshield, especially when it starts to get snowy and then you're on a highway and it just freezes up. So make sure if you live in a cold area, you get the washer fluid that's rated for your area. That's the first thing. And now the antifreeze is going to be on the other side of the engine compartment. So I wanted to show also, this is what it would look like, the container. So if it says it's good below a certain temperature, that's what you're looking for if you live in a colder area. So that was the windshield washer fluid. The antifreeze on this is going to be the orange. The orange is just a newer organic version of antifreeze that is put in a lot of newer vehicles. So it's going to be orange, right? And they make it really easy now with the antifreeze types, because the color is usually an indicator of whether or not it goes into your vehicle or not. So you would check, make sure the color in yours is orange, like this one is, right? And you simply want to make sure that you are up to the full line, which if you look at the side of the reservoir, it's about right here on the side. So that's going to be where it should be at when it's cold. It should be at that line. It should be full up to that line. And if it's not, you can take this off. It's a little hard to get this off at first. And if your vehicle is on and it's hot, it's going to be pressurized. Mine's not, because it's cold. But this is how you would add the antifreeze right in there and get it up to the full line, which is on the side. Mine's almost there. It's good enough. But if it was only halfway up that reservoir, I would obviously fill it up until at least the full line, or close as I can get it with the amount of antifreeze I've got available. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention with the antifreeze is that there's 2 different types. There's pre-diluted, which means that it already has a 50-50 mixture of water and antifreeze from the factory. You don't have to add water to this stuff. If you wanted to add your own water, you could buy antifreeze kind of just like this, but not diluted, and it would need 50% water and 50% antifreeze. So they let you kind of decide what's best for you. I buy the one that's already added with water. That way I know that I just open it up and I go, and I know it's exactly 50-50, and I don't have to worry about adding maybe 60 or 70% water to the antifreeze and then having it freeze up on me. I think if you buy it not diluted, it would be cheaper. That's the advantage. So if you had to do an entire flush and you had to buy, I don't know how much this holds, let's say it holds 5 gallons of antifreeze, it would probably be cheaper to buy the antifreeze, 2.5 gallons of it undiluted, and add your own water. So that's really the main difference, is if when you're going to do a full flush, it might be a little cheaper to add your own water. If you're just doing a top off like I am here, way easier just to buy it pre-mixed, and that way you don't have to guess, and you just open it and add it.